Welcome to Bay Focus. Thank you for tuning in today. We're always glad that you do. And this week we are going to be traveling in missions themes today. That we are really so excited to take you to Kenya, Africa in just a little bit with a missions organization called The Plant International. And what they're doing to build churches and more is amazing, and we are going to tell you about that. But before we do, we are always happy to have Elise Nicole with us, who is our reporter for Bay Focus. Welcome,
Hello.
Elise.
It's an honor. How are
and you are always out and about, and you do a piece here, a feature that we do on the show called Treasures by the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And you have so many treasures to share with us. And so what is this week's treasure? You had a great experience.
Beautiful experience. It's the Tarpon Springs Sponge Docks.
Yes.
And
yes.
it is the treasure of Tarpon Springs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's where back in the day, 1905, the Greek divers came in and they started basically a highly new technology to harvest sponges.
Yeah,
the good
yeah,
kind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point to say. You know, one of the things about Tarpon Springs, it's literally one of my family's favorite places to go to, is you have this historic area, like you said, the Sponge Docks. And you also, we want to stay tuned, she went to a restaurant, and we're not going to name them yet, you're about to see, that is a really great place to go up in that area. And then there's also, in Tarpon Springs, there's the downtown area, the Main Street area that's on quaint little shops and restaurants and a coffee shop we really love. You know, so you have this really great area, but the Sponge Docks have a special place for a lot of people who come from all over the world to visit. So, you know, it was, and what did you like about it the most?
I loved getting the tours of the shops because the woman there explained all about the antimicrobial properties. And I'm like, I can change my whole dish process now.
That's good.
It's really good.
That's good. Well, we're going to meet her. Let's take a look. Here is Elisa's piece from the Sponge Docks of Tarpon Springs. Let's take a look.
Tropical. Tranquil. Triumphant. Treasures by the Bay with Elise Nicole. Hi, this is Elise Nicole reporting for Bay Focus and Treasures by the Bay. There's a special magic in the air here in Tarpon Springs, the seaside town where time slows down and every breeze carries a hint of salt and history. Here in the Bay Area, this quaint little enclave feels more like a Mediterranean postcard come to life with its pastel storefronts, working boats, and the distant cry of seagulls overhead. I found myself wandering near the legendary Tarpon Springs Sponge Docks, where generations of Greek sponge divers built a legacy. And in 1905, a sponge buyer from New York brought 500 Greek sponge divers into the area and introduced the great sponge harvesting techniques, which turned Tarpon Springs into a booming Greek-American sponge dock community. And the Spring Bayou had settlers build the first cabin near it and saw huge tarpons, so they named the area Tarpon Springs. And they built the Greek Orthodox Church St. Nicholas, which is still a central part of their soul today. Then there's Hella's delicious restaurant and bakery. Down by the shipyard, boats rock gently as a quiet reminder that Tarpon Springs is as much of a working waterfront as it is a charming escape. And then there's the breathtaking stretch of sand at Fred Howard Park, an adorable little island-like inlet where turquoise waters meets golden skies, creating a scene that almost feels like a movie.
It's a little chilly and a little breezy, but oh, it's beautiful.
And now to the glorious and historic Tarpon Turtle Waterfront Grill and Marina on the stunning Lake Tarpon.
It's a legacy restaurant. It's been here for a very long time. It started out as a little shack, and it's just grown into this beautiful restaurant. We're right on the water. This is the largest lake in all of Pinellas County, and it's just beautiful.
And did the hurricane affect you all here?
Yes, it did. We were shut down for quite a few days, but then the team worked really hard and put it all together again.
What's the easiest way to get here?
Come by boat, obviously, because we have all these docks here. The other part is that we are east of the 19 off of Lake Tarpon Avenue. We're a little hidden gem here. Not too many people can see us, but we do have signage on Keystone and East Tarpon Avenue.
And how far are you from the sponge docks?
We're about 2 miles from there. But this is the other side, east of Tarpon Springs, the eastern boundary of Tarpon Springs.
So tell us about your restaurant.
We're a casual restaurant. We have bang bang shrimp. We have the flatbreads are considered appetizers. We have a lot of seafood. We have incredible steak burgers. We have incredible salads. We have an inside, outside, and we also have a separate space a little further over there, which is where we do all of our events and our parties. Outdoor events and parties, yeah. And we've done parties up to 100 people over there.
What else is coming up?
We have some music fest coming, and then we also do a phenomenal ski show here right on the lake, which is just wonderful. And if you go to our website, you'll actually see the ski show, and we're going to have them here at least 3 to 4 times a year from now on.
Now back to the sponge docks and gift shops.
So I'm actually the purchasing manager of 4 shops, and most of what we do here is the sponges. This is a sponge capital of the world. Your wool sponges and your yellow sponges are good for bathing and for cleaning. They will last 5 to 7 years. They don't grow mold, bacteria, or smell. That's the benefits of them. They're naturally microbial. The boats will go out and get the sponges in the Gulf and bring them back in, and we sell them. We have a local lady. She makes all our soaps.
Oh, wow.
So we have goat's milk soap. We have olive oil soap. We have some French soaps, but these are all our local soaps. Okay. Your wool sponges are good for bathing and showering.
Okay.
And they'll get super soft, and the benefits of them are great. It's because they're not going to smell, they're not going to mold, they're not going to grow bacteria.
Yeah.
And the yellow sponge, which is this one here, a lot of us girls will use them to do our dishes. Same reason, your dish sponge smells after a while, these won't. To clean them, it's a little bit of baking soda and water. You don't need to put them in the dishwasher like you do with your dish sponges. The boaters, they go out, the divers, and they go out and get the sponges. They always leave like a little bit left, so they'll always regrow. So that's why they always replenish.
Nancy tours us through their 4 shops: Tarpon Shell Shack, cute as a button, It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and lastly, Fatty's Place, named after the owner's beloved dog.
Cute as a button. Oh, it's so cute. It is cute as a button. I love it. Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, True Ocean is
True Ocean. Oh, that's the dog.
And closing with the most popular shirt design that Nancy and team designed themselves, supporting hurricane restoration efforts. Please donate, support, and visit these wonderful sites. And Tarpon Springs.
Well, I know you enjoyed that tour of the sponge docks of Tarpon Springs. Thank you, Elise, so much. It's just one of my favorite areas to go is Tarpon Springs. So if you have not explored that area, you want to do so. And thanks to those that made Elise and Stephen and then the crew welcome that were out there shooting that piece. Well, we are now going to take you on a missions journey with the Plant International Missions Ministry. And we have with us today the founder and co-founder, I want to say co-founder, Wayne Dery, with his lovely wife, Denise, because it's a husband-wife venture and adventure as well. Yeah. And we're going to find out what the Plant International is. Welcome. Welcome so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great to be here.
We love it. You know, Wayne, I got to say this before we get into what you're doing in Africa. We are so honored to have you because Wayne is also the son-in-law of the late Virginia Oliver, who was our longtime staff member here at CTN from the beginning.
Yes, you are.
Over our human resources and a variety of other things on the board of CTN, just recently passed away. Such a sweetheart. We all loved her. And Wayne, for you to be, Wayne and her, daughter Denise to be in ministry and some other children in ministry as well, is such a blessing that you are.
Yeah,
I know
you.
she was thrilled with everything you're doing.
Yes.
And I want to mention that when we say the Plant International, this is their mission statement. So you can get this, and we're going to springboard from that. To plant and build churches in areas where there is little or no gospel message.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That is your vision. That is your purpose. Mm-hmm. All right. So tell us. This is you are where you are now. Now I'm going to give a little bit of a bragging on Wayne because he has an extensive ministry and ministry background and pastoring, youth pastoring, setting up Master's Commission, comes with a great level of experience, but then God led you, and you had done missions trips, right? But God led you to do this. So give us how this happened to start this organization.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we did all those things, but we always knew in the back of our hearts and our minds that we would be on the mission field doing something. We always were involved with missions wherever we were at, and planning and building churches. And we knew that God was going to call us to do this. And I was out in the area in Romania when God called me, and went home and resigned my church, and we began this process back in 2011. And we found our way into Kenya, and we're in Kenya and Tanzania. And we were in Kenya, went to a church under a tree. A pastor had been there for 17 years, and underneath a tree preaching, and pulled out his Bible and pulled out this old piece of paper that was 17 years old. God gave him a vision that somebody was going to come and build him a church when he was in Bible school, little teeny Bible school back in Tanzania. And he pulled that out, this old one, and every single day he pulled it out and prayed for that church. And we were there just going, is this God's will? Is Kenya God's will for us? And he had created a new one just for me. And we had already knew the type of churches we want to build, the sizes of them. When he pulled that out and we looked at it, it was the same size and dimensions of the churches that we wanted to do. Tears came down our eyes, and we knew at that moment we were home. This is where God wanted us to be.
Okay, so you do Kenya and also Tanzania, and
Yes.
the Maasai
tribes, yeah.
tribes. So tell us exactly how this church planting process happens, because it starts outdoors, right?
Absolutely. We plant churches underneath a tree. We've planted, right now we have 240 churches that are having church out in the open. We call them underneath the trees. They find a tree and basically have church. And so we come alongside and we build those churches. And so when we build a church, and this is out in the middle of nowhere, no running water, no electricity, mud huts, people use the restroom on the ground. I mean, it's a very simplistic life. They're herders. And so when we build that church, we plant a pastor immediately in that church building. And as that church grows, the building is our number one evangelistic tool. There'll be 20 or 30 people that give their lives to Jesus under a tree. Rarely gets any bigger than that. When we build that building, people come. Their words, not mine. We saw God. Only God could do that building. And so they'll come, and we'll have, that church will triple, quadruple in size in 18 months. And all salvations. And so then we birth a pastor out of that, plant him underneath a tree. And then the goal is between 18 and 3 years, we'll come in and build him a church as well.
Goodness,
So,
the genesis of that, how it starts, and what it becomes. And then it becomes this, explain to us, you have something called the Triangle of Hope.
Yes, the Triangle of Hope. Later on, we obviously saw the need for schools and clinics, but I was just focused that, we're going to build churches. We've built over 200 churches. We've planted. We're ministering to 25 to 28,000 every single Sunday morning in our churches. And we started 10 years ago with 60 people and 2 pastors. Now we have over 400 pastors. And so this is an incredible thing that we were doing. But someone came to me, he actually was over all the Maasai in Kenya and Tanzania, 1.3 million people, Maasai, and he said, we want to build a clinic and a school, and I've given you 5 acres to do it. I said, I don't want to do it. And my heart was just like, I can barely raise money for a church building, let alone, a school and a clinic, and I really fought God on it. And the Lord just spoke to us that this is what we were supposed to do. We began the process of that location. And I was like, all right, God, let's do it. And the first person I shared it with said, we'll build that. Wow. And so we are, it's a church, a clinic, and a school. The church we do is twice the size of our normal ones. Then we do a 6-room clinic that does just your basic stuff, but also has a labor center. So these Maasai ladies don't have to have their baby in a mud hut, 6x8 mud hut on the ground. And so they're able to do that, and then we do an 8-classroom school from 1st grade to 8th grade for all the local kids to come. And Compassion International saw what we were doing, this huge organization. They came alongside us and said, we want to pay for these kids to go to school. So we're doing our 4th Triangle of Hope right now. We just received the money for the school for
Yeah,
that.
I was going to say, this would have to be a prototype that you can take to a variety of locations, right?
Yes, we do. And it's been hard fought. It's been a struggle to get all that done, but somehow, some way, the Lord's working it out. We've probably seen in the neighborhood of 800 kids now that are going to the schools.
And when you're looking, that is wow, that's a figure. That's more than I even had in my mind. That's amazing, 800 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when we're looking in the future, then we're going to tell a story in just a moment, too. You got to hear this story. Stay tuned on who they encountered over there. But when you're looking at the future and how you want to do this, what does that look like for you?
Our goal is to build 1,000 churches. If we can build 1,000 churches, we can plant 2,000 churches out of those churches. And so the goal is to, obviously we want to plant and build as many churches as we possibly can. Yeah. We're going places no white person or foreigner has ever stepped foot. We get out of the truck and kids scream and yell ghost. And we're just traveling everywhere we can just to get the gospel to these people as much as we possibly can. But if I can do 1,000 church buildings along with what would happen of the church plants out of that, we can minister to about 150,000 Maasai every single Sunday in these churches and in our pastors. And we've estimated very conservatively at least 90% of those people, the 28,000 we're ministered to now, are first-time salvations. And so to be able to do that is really our heart and our goal, is just to plant and build as many churches as we can.
This is amazing, doing all this. And we're going to tell our viewers in just a moment how they can help. But there's a story we want to tell, because the miracles and, obviously the purpose of this, for very clear in your ministry, is to get the gospel out, to bring people to Christ. Yeah. And you had an incredible story to tell of somebody who this shouldn't have happened for, but God stepped in. Tell us
absolutely.
about it.
We started building churches in this area called Loita Hill, which is full of witch doctors. And so they just basically gave us a Macedonian call. Would you come and help us? And so we were like, sure. And pastors were pastoring, but they were mixing witch doctors, and they were throwing bones on Bibles and prophesying and all this stuff. And we're just like, man. So we got out there, and this is a long story. We'll make it super short. We got out there, and we built, at that point, about 20 churches, and God was moving. And the head of that whole area, who is the most notorious and famous witch doctor in all of Kenya and all of Tanzania. He has done the BBC videos on him. The National Geographic has come out and done a story on this guy. His picture is in Parliament along with the presidents of Kenya. He's the only one that's not a president in all their pictures. And then
he had that access.
Absolutely. The president has been there for readings. The governors have all come. And this guy is known. You can go anywhere and everybody knows Makumbo. And so he asked us to come to his home because he wanted to meet the guy, the Mzungu, white guy, that was building churches on his mountain. I was like, well, it's God's mountain, but okay. So we came. I didn't know what to expect. At that moment, he was about 95, 96 years old, underneath a tree, sick, couldn't get up. And so we got there. We didn't know what to expect. I sat down beside him. We talked for a little bit. I handed him a Bible. First time he had ever received a Bible from anybody. And I said, why are we here? And he said, well, I want you to pray for me. And I was taken back. I thought he was going to say, no more churches on this mountain. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, I'm sick in my stomach and I need something. I'm like, okay. And so we laid hands on him, first white person to ever pray for him. And we laid hands on him. We prayed for him. After we prayed for him, we talked a little bit more. I went inside his home and we had chai tea. And all of a sudden, he hadn't gotten up for 24 hours. All of a sudden, he walks in and he goes, magic entered my body. And we were like, what? I said, that was the Holy Spirit. He goes, please stay. I said, I can't stay. We got to go. We're meeting another church. And so fast forward 4 years later, meeting him, talking with him, trying to get the gospel to him. He asked us to come, and we came. And we sat down, and as a drive over, the Lord said, ask him the question, does he want to give his life to Jesus? And God kept repeating to me for those 4 years, it's going to be his loving kindness that leads him to repentance. And so we just came in, and we started talking, and I just looked at him with the interpreter, and I said, hey, at this point, he's almost 100 years old. And I said, do you want to ask Jesus into your life? Do you want to go to heaven when you die? And he started talking with the interpreter and trying to understand everything. And then he said, yes. And so we right there led him to, his family was there. He's got over 400 family members, multiple wives, but 67 of them are saved because the last person he married, it was arranged marriage. They wouldn't let her marry him. And he said, I'll let her stay a Christian and raise her kids as Christians if you'll let me marry her. And they said, okay. And so they had 67 of them. So we led him to the Lord. He gave us land on his property to build a church. Oh. We raised his son up to be a pastor there. He's pastoring on his dad's. He's quit all of his readings, everything. 3 of his brothers have given their life to Jesus. And he came to that dedication. First time he'd ever been to a church setting, and he gave us 5 acres to build a triangle of hope. And he said, the last thing to me he said was, I want to be known for the triangle of hope, not what my other life was. And so it's just this incredible testimony.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, it was powerful.
I didn't hear this testimony before we did the show, so this is hard. I just want to, just teary-eyed.
Yeah.
This is such an amazing miracle.
Yeah.
I mean, when it shouldn't be something that we find just so, God is such an amazing God, but when this is one of those, Wayne, that just not only the miracle of this man's salvation, but what it did, what the doors that it opened, the duplication, the replication of God's work happening because of his salvation. All right, we're going to run out of time. I'll make sure we don't. How do you do all this? This is an amazing undertaking.
Yeah.
You are an independent ministry organization, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are.
So, this is a faith walk. How can our viewers help you, and how is this ministry sustained?
We do it through prayer and through people giving. And we have spread this out. It's awesome. We've always believed churches should plant churches. And so all these several churches in America are planting churches. $9,000 builds a church. It's not a lot of money. And we show everything we do on our social media from the moment we buy it to we can put a church up in 5 days. Wow. We have done that. Matter of fact, right now we're building a church on average every 10 days. And so we have our own Bible school, and God is just moving. But yeah, it takes, that guy only gets saved because of prayer, not because of money, because of prayer. And so every miracle, and I could be here all day sharing the miracles of rain and droughts of 2 years and all that God has done. And prayer is the most important thing, because I know when we pray, God opens and the floodgates for us on a financial level as well. But yes, we obviously need money as well.
Yeah, and how can our viewers do that? I believe they can go through the website, right?
Absolutely, they can go through the website. And they can just, it says give right there, it's very plain. They can click on and give, or they can contact us, especially churches or businesses are huge givers when it comes to planting churches. Matter of fact, we have one church out where the witch doctors, one church has planted 35 churches out there. Wow. My own church has planted 20. And so we're seeing churches take whole regions to plan. And
I love that. Well, Wayne, we're going to end on that note for this interview. Stay with me. But thank you so much. Your heart is so clear on this. What an incredible thing that God has done. To take you all these different levels of ministry, and to have you now planted as a missionary, doing incredible things. We are so honored to come alongside you and put the spotlight on this.
Thank you.
Stay tuned on the screen. You're going to see the contact information for Wayne and for the Plant International Missions Organizations. And we'll be right back with more Bay Focus.
For over 20 years, Bay Focus has taken you behind the scenes of Central Florida ministries, community organizations, and local events. Join host Darlene Greenlee as she talks to local leaders about how Christians can express faith in action in their communities. Tune in on Wednesdays and Thursdays on CTN Greater Tampa Bay or watch on demand at ctnonline.com/bayfocus.
Well, I know you have enjoyed today's program. I want to thank Elise Nicole and all the businesses in Tarpon Springs, Sponge Docks area, the Tarpon Turtle, restaurant, all that area that so came alongside her to do such a great piece in her Treasures by the Bay. And I really want to encourage you. We gave you an incredible missions organization today, the Plant International, on how they are planting churches, schools, medical clinics. It's just amazing what God is doing in that part of the world, in Africa, Kenya and Tanzania, where they are working. So if you could come alongside them and help in any way, of course, I want to encourage finances because they need that so much, but also, like Wayne said, prayer. Just pray for them. That is so important. And I want to encourage you to contact us here at Bay Focus. I want to hear from you. You're going to see on the screen how you can do that. Let me know what's going on in the community, some ministries that we should highlight on the show. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. May you have a blessed week ahead, and we'll see you again next week on Bay Focus. God bless.